in the back, people in the front, both people on the side, people want front, both people in the back, people in the front, both people on the side, people want front, both people in the back, people in the front, both people on the side, people want front, both people in the back, people in the front, both people on the side, people want front, both people in the back, people in the front, both people on the side, people want front, both people in the back, people in the front, both people on the side, people want front, both people in the back, people in the front, both people on the side.
Take care of your daily responsibilities and get the exercise you need to stay healthy, all at the same time. Experts say with more opportunities to walk, bike, or take public transportation, exercise would become part of our daily routine, lowering obesity rates, cutting healthcare costs, and giving ourselves and our children a chance to lead longer, healthier lives. It's not impossible, but it will take good planning to make active living part of our everyday lives. Learn more at planning.org. That's planning.org. A message from this station and the American Planning Association.
To build up, not tear down. It's time to join hands and live united against the problems that keep our communities from thriving. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you? Volunteer or donate now at unitedway.org.
Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
you. Say what? Say what? I'm sitting here and I'm just hanging. I'm in the mood for this kind of game, baby. You know you flipped so many times before and I'm really, really done with it. I don't know why I'm hung up on some mess like this. 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 It's such a hot mess in this house, baby. It's such a hot mess in this house, baby. Like this. Like this. You want me to make the final move for you? Do ya? Tell me. Tell me. I need to know. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Like this. 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 Ha ha. You know toy boy, but you play b-boy. That's it. It's like you cannot leave, but you also won't stay and play. I'm crazy for you, and you're flaking, honey. What do you wanna do? I'm crazy for you. I'm crazy for you. I'm so crazy for you. Like this. 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 It's such a hot mess in this house, baby. It's such a hot mess in this house, baby. It's such a hot mess in this house, baby. It's such a hot mess in this house, baby. Like this. 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 Like. Some mess is this. Some mess is this. Some mess is this.
I'm Tiffany. I have some tips for you on how to quit smoking like I did. First, I did some reading about it. I found a lot of great advice on how to quit smoking and picked out the ways I thought would work best for me. I started by setting a quit date. Then I threw out my ashtrays, lighters, and matches. I did other things too, like exercising more, and it worked. But I'd still get cravings, especially on long car rides. To help me with that, I put a picture of my mother in my car. She died of lung cancer from smoking cigarettes when I was only 16. Now I have a 16-year-old daughter. That picture of my mother reminds me that I don't want to miss all the things my daughter is going to do in her life, including turning 17.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to DaBooth312, broadcast now WIIT 88.9 from Chicago and WOUI, DaBoothRadio.com. Hopefully you guys enjoy that mix by our resident right here, DJ Ron Tinsley, who threw it down.
Thank you. Sunday vibes, because boy, we are burnt out. I'm telling you, I'm burnt out from all this weekend's festivities. So if y'all was like, man, that was kind of real chilled and laid back, it's because I'm trying to get energy back because I'm burnt out. You
had that mix already pre-planned half the week, so you already knew you were going to be burned out.
No, actually, when I picked the track of the week, I was going to actually open with that, but then I just changed my mind at the last minute. I said, okay, so it wasn't pre-planned that it was going to be mellow, but it was Jack and House.
Right.
It was chill Jack and House. Like Rose played some chill Jack and House yesterday at Esmeralda's, and it was dope. It was a really good, a nice crowd yesterday at Esmeralda's, but she started off with...
Yeah, I heard, I guess Esmeralda's is so good that everyone just drank them out of service that they had to close early because they didn't have anything else. They couldn't keep up with her.
They must have been related and connected with us, because we certain people that's sitting back there, meow mix. Yeah, I'm gonna blame her. I'm gonna blame Miss Mama. I ain't drank that much in a while. I mean, man, I felt like I was part of a pirate ship drinking.
Yeah, the liters of milk just stacking up there, huh?
Yeah, that milk does a body good, boy. Red milk, white milk, sparkling milk,
blue milk,
right? And then some margarita milk after that. So it was a lot of meow going on, But yeah, that was Saturday. It's going to be a blur because we played a day party earlier that day, and it was a good time. It was a good time.
It's always important.
Yeah.
Definitely always important.
Like noon.
Yeah. We started at 1:30 and went all the way until 2 in the morning.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm glad I'm here today. I'm glad I'm here.
Yeah. Well, trust me, we're all glad that everyone's here today.
Yeah.
I know everyone that follows Angie Pat each and every day are itching right now to know what her topic's going to be about later on today, because she's got them all on 10 and on the wire. We're waiting. So
I just want to say to my big sis, thank you for being here, because you've gone through so much in the past couple of months, not just the past week. The week it's just been... It's one of them weeks, extra entities doing things, but you still got family here. You got all of us that support you and love you here. Support Streeter. Hey, brother, bring your butt home. That's all I got to say. Bring your butt home. Your wife is over here missing you. She needs you, man. But for real, we all have stuff going on. We all got stuff going on, but there was a lot of positive stuff that went down. I know we got announcements to make. I want to give a shout out, and not stepping on RoseRed's toes, but I want to give a shout out to Lori Branch for having RoseRed and myself on her FM show on Wednesday up there at Northwestern. So thank you so much. Also, if you're in the Chicagoland area and you're looking for something to do, there's tons of festivals that's going on, because most of our guys that are normally here are not here because they're at the festival. The Cinco de Mayo is going on right now, and there's the 40th anniversary of the Chicago house music going on at Navy Pier, and I believe that's sponsored by Lori Branch. And we were down there. What was that? Wednesday, right? That was Wednesday.
Yes, that
Wednesday.
Was the opening exhibit.
And it's going in through October.
31st. Yes.
Through the 31st of October.
Yes.
It's no cover. You just got to pay for parking. Now, you know how it is. You go down Navy Pier, you might as well buy a new house with that parking price. But there are some apps. There's some good apps out there. We use some good apps to find some cheap parking.
Yes, we
and had to only walk about a block and a half. But Navy Pier, if you have not been to Navy Pier recently, it is a full new look. Navy Pier does not look like it did. If you haven't been there in 4 or 5 years, it's totally different. I haven't been there in about 5 years, and it was a total different look. Walking through the inside, remember you could only walk through the inside so far, then you had to come out,
Right.
You had to go back into another building. You could walk the whole length of Navy Pier indoors. And the Children's Museum.
Well, I'm sure people will be going there pretty soon as Black Coffee's coming to town.
That's
They'll
true.
be at Navy Pier, so.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. So get those tickets. And there's.
And write Black Coffee and tell him to get you want him on our show. So, you know.
We might have an opportunity to have a spokesperson speak to him. So I'll leave that for that person to announce when the time comes. But,
Yeah, people are feeling, you know.
Yeah. But other than that, announcements. So what's going on with us here at the radio station, and what do we got going on? Well, we got the Red Lab coming up, of course, every Friday, and I got Spanky D from Aurora. Aurora's in the house again.
Yes,
You know,
looking forward to that.
we got some good friends out in Aurora. But
Yeah, so me and Lewis will be playing at
Yeah.
Aurora versus Chicago in June 22nd, I believe it is.
June
At
22nd?
Lebanon Park, so
Okay.
yes, it is. It'd be great to get together with him before that.
So you got Spanky D at the Red Lab, and then of course myself, I'll be out on the 11th of May for the Mother's Day event with Classic Crow and a few others. Come on out. It's at the same location, if I'm not mistaken, as the Cinco de Mayo where they're at right now. The same park,
Bridgeview, right?
or yeah,
Bridgeview?
Bridgeview. It's in Bridgeview. Same place. And there's tickets to be bought. So go to Eventbrite for your tickets for that. I'm going to pass it over to Rose. What do you have for? I know that she just got. Am I stepping on your toes?
No,
on the announcement?
go ahead.
Okay, so she's going to give you more details, but Miss RoseRed is now the booking person for Never Have I Ever events. Not for Housebroken, not for the whole place.
Not all of it.
No, they'll be like,
No.
she's doing all the booking. No, not
Shout out to
for
Dom.
not for the whole
That's
place.
Dom's spot, and I'm always grateful and happy to him for having us on. So yes, we'll be doing a monthly there at Never Have I Ever, and that one will be our first one May 16th. So this coming not this Thursday but next, and we will have the great Gene Hunt on for that one with Gabe and Mike, Gabe G, and Mark Bauer and DJ Emily.
Okay.
It's going to be a fun one.
Another suburbanite that's been here on the show, Emily. She's played Emily Wehrman. She's played here at the booth. We've interviewed her. Really nice person. She's really cool.
Is.
What else you got going?
So after that, but before that, so the May 11th, that you will be playing with Leo, that we're going to have at Esmeralda's, a Humble Park outdoor vendor, a street fest throughout the day, and after that, closes down. We're back at Esmeralda's that night. and just announced I'm going to be having SoulCat on with me for that night. So.
Okay. Now, isn't Ron Carroll playing during the day?
He is.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
So Esmeralda's got it packed. They're going to be out of alcohol again by the time Rose gets there.
Messing with us, yes.
And before SoulCat and RoseRed get there, make sure y'all drink up all the Jameson. Don't have one drop of Jameson up in that hood. That's the nastiest alcohol in the world. I'm sorry.
It is not. I've had worse. You forget we're from Chicago and Malort is still a thing. So
I'm from Chicago,
you
and
can't call that.
Jameson. I can't stand it. That dude should have been a pirate. And shivery timber, stab him through the heart. That is the nastiest drink. And they was drinking it like water.
We were.
SoCat was just lapping it up. Nom, 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 nom. I was about to...
From a cup or in a bowl?
Both. Both.
Yeah. A big cup that she got in here now, that's like 5 liters tall.
Yes.
I mean, if her doctor tell her she dehydrated, he don't know what he doing. He need a new profession. That girl be drinking. And everything goes in the cup. So, Angie, I know that Zepic has some stuff that you've been announcing all week long. So what does Zepic have coming up? I know there was rumors about t-shirts y'all doing. I'm gonna shut up because I don't want Tracy calling me talking about give her a chance to talk. You doing all the damn talking. Shut your mouth.
Yeah, so Zepic Miracles Boss Up, we're coming up with more new shows. We got a new show coming on the 14th, which is called Tea Time with the Boss. Let's talk about it. I'm still doing the mornings at 8 o'clock with Angie, the Right to Work with Angie. Also, I'm still doing the app show, which will start back tomorrow at 8 o'clock every Monday. Along with the Right to Work with Angie, we're doing the Boss Up show every night, every weekday night. So we're doing a Boss Up show every weekday night now.
Aren't you, is the Boss Up show going to be on TikTok also? I know you were talking about TikTok.
Right, so all that's going to be on like Instagram and Facebook. But the TikTok, I'm putting out more and more TikTok videos because my TikTok following is growing. So you guys make sure you follow me at Angie Pat 98. The beginning of next month, we're going to do an old school jam.
Okay.
And that's going to be on TikTok because Facebook is a hater. So
Yes, we know. We know.
So we're going to do it on TikTok. We're going to have the old school lights. I'm going to try to look in the crates and find me an old school wig. No, I have one.
She don't call them wigs. She called it wig for y'all just today. It's a hat.
My hats. Yes, my hat. Chiller is doing a lot of things on his end. Doors are opening. We are doing our merchandise. I'm starting the prototypes for the merchandising for Zepic Miracles Boss Up International. Angie Pat merchandise, Chiller merchandise. We're also going to get our greeting card.
Oh, you're gonna be legal in the country?
Oh no, not that kind of card. No, there are some that are still doing that, but no, I am legal. I'm legal. No, so we're gonna start our prototype for our greeting card. Line, and it's not going to be an average greeting line. So like we're going to do regular, we are going to have greeting cards. We're going to have the regular greeting cards, and then we're going to have those special greeting cards like for the side chicks and because you can't find those in Walgreens. Everybody needs a card, right? Everybody needs a card. Yeah, the card, yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day to my significant other.
It's the February 15th card.
When you said cards, I thought of, how they, what was that, about 10, 15 years ago, they had the cards with the music, you open it up and a little chime. Mm-hmm. I could see her having a card, open it up. Hey, it's me. Happy birthday. Now go about your business.
You know what? I might use that. We do our first card. Ms. Blair actually helped me do that, and it is a sniff and scratch card. So it's like if you know, if you're
What you scratching and what you sniffing?
well, that's one of those special limited edition cards where, like, if your other person doesn't come home and you are where they've been, and then you send that to the wife or the girlfriend, and they scratch and sniff, and they'll know where you've been. So it's a very different kind of greeting card line. Yeah.
Boy, I keep my mouth shut. We on FM radio. If this was internet radio, boy, would I be. First of all, the reason why I laughed the first time, I smiled really hard, is because the last time Angie was mentioning her clothing line, we asked her where you were going to come out with the hammock. Zeppic hammock draws. So that's the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to go there again. But
yeah, so that's pretty much all the new stuff we've got going on. I did put out a line because I started a shoe line. So I'm kind of building that. I want to do a new prototype.
You know you got competition, right? I'm not just talking about the big people like Nike and Reebok and all that, but you're going to have competition with Trump. He put out a gym shoe for the urban people.
Oh, Lord.
For the urban people.
They said,
I know.
Urban folks will eat this up. That's what they said. They said,
wow,
this gym shoe should appeal to the urban folks. I'm sorry, I never owned a pair of Jordans, so your gym shoe ain't doing nothing for me.
Well, now you can get a pair of Angie's.
Boss Zeppic shoes.
Absolutely.
And I don't run fast, so it ain't gonna happen as long as they're comfortable.
And that was the goal, because we getting older, and I was looking for more comfortability along with the color. But
now you might want to come out with a brand of Crocs, because Lewis wears Crocs religiously. You would think he wears
absolutely does. Lewis, I will. Lewis, and the next prototype will go out to you. It'll be.
Lewis, I know you listen.
It'll be a boss up croc. Just
boss
for you.
You, boss Crocs. You got them regular Crocs on, but we got boss Crocs.
Because I don't think I've ever seen him in anything but Crocs.
Like I said, he's a doctor. I don't know of what. Lewis is time tuning in right now. What you a doctor of?
Yeah.
And don't say Dr.
Also,
Lovey.
it's Honey. She said, "Hey, Mom."
Oh, hi, honey. How are you? It's one of my daughters. Yeah. She follows me everywhere.
Oh.
Bless her heart.
Bless her.
Right?
Bless her. Yeah, she gets an
Damn, the way he said that, though. He said, bless her heart.
Rob said it with a straight face like,
I wasn't serious.
He said, bless her heart.
Oh, baby.
Just like that.
Oh, dang. Poor little tank tank.
It's Sunday, y'all. It's Sunday. Sunday is fun day.
Miss Honey, as sweet as can be, but I'm telling you, your mama,
Oh, she know how is. Who you think told her? What's wrong with y'all?
If you ain't never seen this woman mad, you ain't watched her show. That's all I gotta say.
And those be the nice versions. It does. No one my kids have never really seen me. A lot of things that they went through as younger, they're like in their 30s, and they're like, oh,
you're not old enough to have kids. You. I don't have kids at all. And you ain't old, and I thought I was older than you.
They're adopted.
I started late.
They're adopted. They're adopted. But yeah, we'll be laughing or something, and they'll tell me, and I'm like, when did that happen? They're like, oh, Mom, that was like when we were like 16, 17. And I'm like, so I didn't know. And then I remember. And I just say, never mind, you're right.
Why you look at me like that?
But I will still hunt people down.
Oh, yeah.
I will still hunt you down.
I don't know what the government was thinking when they gave you a FOIA card. Government said, approved. And
you were like, what?
That was...
We all look like...
That was during COVID when they just let anything slide. Just like, here, go, here.
Get out. I don't want you just 6 feet.
It was during COVID.
They were hoping that you were going to eradicate the situation. Okay. Yeah, they stamped that.
Yeah. Don't get that COVID. Like, go kill it.
You're the best one for the job.
Go get your Coke 45. Two of them. One to drink and one to shoot with. Because at that time, Angie's theme song was The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West. I used to live uptown on 49th Street.
Oh my God.
And she had Tilly in the video with the hat.
Yes.
The Wild Wild West. The Wild Wild West.
I cannot.
She's singing in the background. She's doing the back.
Fat Cat was the dancer in the background.
I know I did.
She's shaking a tambourine.
She was the cool one. She was the peacemaking one. Like,
that's okay, but I said Fat Cat was in the background going like this. Soul Cat was up there like, wow, wow, West meow, wow, West meow. She's like, all right, Ron, that's enough. I'm gonna get you on Mother's Day. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna tell Mama T. Ooh. You ain't offer me no water.
You ain't offer me no water.
You ain't giving no lemonade. Okay, we're gonna keep it moving. We got Rob that has some announcements. Any updates? Or we'll just reiterate again the booth bash. I saved that for you, brother.
Oh, I appreciate that.
No problem.
That's cool. You could have threw it.
No, go ahead.
You're having fun in the mic.
I'm having fun. Yes, I'm waking up.
You should. I'm still trying to wake up. I haven't had no coffee today. Nobody brought me any. I live on this stuff, man.
I know you do.
A pot a day, you know.
Man, a pot?
A pot.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Man, I'll be on the pot.
I go through about a pot a day. I work hard.
You do, and you better treat them right. You better treat them right. You know, I mean, this guy.
He worked hard for the money.
Held down this radio station, this radio show, for the past almost 10 years. It's been almost 10 years. So, yeah. I mean, I got more gray hair than he does. He hides it, though. You see mine because I'm 11:59. You know, you don't see his that much. But
I know about that.
well, we got DJ Purple that's darker than me. He's 12:05. I'm 11:59. I haven't crossed the AM/PM market yet. I'm still on this side.
The demarcation line.
the demilitarized zone.
There you go.
Of blackness. Because then, you know, right at a certain time, I'm as dark as a black hole. So it's, you know, outer space black.
I'm about to say, leave them black holes alone then, man.
Yeah. So, as long as some light,
On that note.
put some powder on it. So what's you want to talk about the booth bash, bro?
All the time, each and every day.
Okay.
Very proud of the Booth Bash. Second year annual the Booth Bash picnic. New event location. We are trying a new location behind the Museum of Science and Industry. Immediately right behind the Museum of Science and Industry. So as soon as you get done getting your science on and all that stuff, come out to some real music and hopefully it's loud enough. You might actually hear it inside. Who knows? But definitely want to check out the locations. This time, it's not supposed to be any issues with parking. No, people were complaining about some parking issues, not enough parking and whatnot for last year's. This year should be plenty of parking. And we have great, I mean, we got so many residents now. Predominantly all of our residents will be playing for sure. And we're still looking to see who we're going to put on the lineup. In addition, the space is limited, but great music, and we have a great bunch of DJs, very well rounded. I mean, you guys can have everything from soulful, Afro, tech, jackin'. I mean, you're gonna get a plethora of sounds from all of our DJs. So definitely, it's a great feel, great vibe. And again, family oriented. Bring your family out, enjoy it. Bring your grills out. No cover to come in. It's all about unity and coming together for the sound of music. So
for those that are not familiar with that area, it's next to, well, I'm probably going to confuse you even more. It's right next to the area. Our lot is right down from where the Chosen Few has their annual picnic. So we'll be out there with the sounds banging from start to finish. And there's a lot going on that we mentioned that same time. You got the Puerto Rican Day Festival going on.
Right. We're on the south side, they're on the north side.
Exactly. And you got DJ Fatman that's a part of that, as well as our other resident, RoseRed and Luis Fuego are playing that. And
I think Dave C too, isn't it? Dave C's on that lineup as well, I believe.
I think you might be right about that.
Yeah, so we got three residents playing that one.
Okay,
Yes.
and then
Very important people. So
now the great thing about that is on Sunday when we have our show, Rose is going to be transitioning because they're having it was just announced.
we're not talking about transitioning these days. You gotta really clarify that.
No, not that kind of transitioning.
I didn't say nothing about
Thank you.
I said there's going to be some
We had
transition.
that the other week, when we were talking about that. And you would, yeah. Anyways, go ahead. Man. I'm sorry.
There is some transition going on because the Sunday, which is what day?
The 9th, June 9th.
It was just announced.
Right.
It's going to be an all-female lineup
Here's the flyer.
for
Got it.
all-female lineup at the.
Fiestas Mujeres. That's what they called
She
it.
said it.
Yeah, I knew you were going to have trouble with it.
Yes, they're mujeres?
Yes.
Yes, that's
right?
mujeres.
What does it say at the top?
Okay.
I can't pronounce
So it's
that.
all female lineup for the Sunday.
I thought that said Myers.
Bonita.
What said Myers?
What she said. What she said.
With that pronunciation. I can't do
Mujeres.
So, Rose,
Mujeres.
when are you going to get some sleep? Because you got a lot going on that weekend.
know.
She's playing twice, y'all.
That whole
that's
weekend is going to be
dumb.
jam-packed.
I'm not saying it was a dumb idea doing that. That's
No,
awesome.
it's gonna
She gonna be dumb busy.
Yes.
Because we got the Red Lab Friday. She's playing Friday, and then she's going to be at the Booth Bash also.
And I start off at Puerto Rican. So I open up the parade with Luis Fuego, 11 a.m. As at the kickoff of the parade, and then me and Luis head off to the Booth Bash behind the Science and Industry Museum, and then we head off to Esmeralda's for the night.
For the after party,
yes,
which we did not talk about. It was going to be a
We didn't get
surprise.
there. Yeah,
Very.
we didn't get there yet, but yeah.
We got there.
And then the Sunday we're back
Back
out
here.
there and back here.
So somebody gonna need pots of coffee.
Yes.
Ain't gonna be me.
All the coffees.
But coffee.
Please.
Cafe. But yeah, that's awesome. There's an all-female lineup at the the ending of the Puerto Rican Day, or the Puerto Rican Festival.
Yes.
If I'm saying that right.
Yes.
So there is, for people saying, oh, there's nothing, I'm not going to quote who said this, but there was quoted by somebody on a talk show that said, there's not enough events that are house music related. And I go, but yeah, it is every year.
Where? What city are they talking about?
He said here in Chicago.
Could have been talking about Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean,
He said here in
That's
Chicago,
great.
there's not a lot of quote unquote house music related events.
That's
And I'm
there's
like,
plenty.
what rock were you sleeping
Now,
on?
I will say that there's more geared towards the old school house music. However, there are more than enough house music events.
Yes. I mean, and it's
More than
growing.
enough. And exactly.
We have more. I was just talking to some good friends of mine that are in Baltimore, and they were, agreeing with me that a lot of the house scene is smaller now than what it was when I was living there, because a lot of the house music venues have closed. So it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. They do have a picnic out there that's comparable to the Chosen Few, that pulls a lot of Baltimore house heads out there, and I'm hearing that there's another festival that's coming up too. Okay. So they're trying to that house community is trying to build their house music events as well. But like I said, there's so many.
Right.
I mean, you take out one, and here comes three more.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
House of Soul went away for the house heads. 3 more festivals pop up.
now there's Soul of House.
Right, you got what Tony Techniques has his own. It didn't exist 2 years ago. It didn't exist last year. But now, boom, it's just sprouting out. More stuff is coming. So, this time next year, we're going to probably be saying, man, there's more this year than was last year, because there's just so many more events popping up with house music. And with this.
But is there a point of too much?
Okay, I'm going to get myself in trouble. All right, so is there too much? In my opinion, there isn't if everybody could sit at the table. And what I mean by that
That's the biggest problem.
well, it's nothing wrong with giving homage to those that, again, they built their brand, they earned that title to be a DJ in Chicago. But there's a lot of DJs that are not being recognized or being seen or heard, and it's not their fault. It's if they don't get down with certain cliquey folks, but it's still, what about judging them on their talent? Not about who you know, but what you do, how you do it. And, some folks, are connected with some people, and when you really think about it, you can't be mad. Because if I was throwing an event, I'm gonna book the people in my circle. If you're not in my circle and you wanna be a part of this event, come holler at me. But that's the difference between me and them. Some of them are like, I'm only gonna hook up the people I know that are gonna bring a certain caliber of people as a crowd. And they don't know what you can do, and if the crowd's not mentioning you to them, they're not gonna think about you.
Right.
Which again, there's two sides of the fence. But do I think there's too many? No, because there's tons of us. There's not a lot of good female DJs, but the ones that are, I like to get them recognized. Two of them are sitting right here in this room, because of their ethic, their work, the work that they put in, and they take the time to get their skill set down, and they're still not recognized. I found it appalling that someone from out of town talked to me this week from Baltimore who had never heard of the Queens of House. And she knows a lot of DJs here in Chicago, and it was never mentioned to her. And I'm like, wow, I can't speak on why you don't know about that. But this, as far as I know, and I'm not saying it because Meow Meow is in the studio, okay? But as far as I know, and I did a little research, I didn't go diving deep like Columbo or nothing, but from what I can see, DJ Soulcat is the only DJ and promoter, she promotes herself, that has an all-female lineup, as well as giving homage to the youth, the young female DJs. If you didn't watch the Red Lab, check out the replay. DJ Mimi, 18 years old, throwing it down. Smoked them decks Friday night, and which made me rise my level of expectation. I got to play harder because I just had this 18-year-old come on here and melt the decks, and Angie was in the chat room. Everybody's in there. Wow. Right. She played on the Red Lab the first time at 16. So, I don't know anybody else that's, bringing the youth involved as far as, okay, yes, it's a male-dominated industry, but these females are making their own moves. They're doing their own thing. Like the Annie Lennox song. Females are doing it for themselves. You don't need a man. She got her own festival. RoseRed is a resident at Esmeralda. There's not a lot of female resident DJs in Chicago. So, homage to both of those females. So, anything else you got past, Rob?
No, not really.
Okay. Any saved rounds? Any saved messages? Okay.
Well, we might as well give a shout out to Neoshi Records, since
yes.
We were graced here today by a legendary DJ right here. Yeah, I see you look at him smirking right now. He's like, what? Who, me? Yes, Gabriel Rican Rodriguez.
Yes.
Gabe is definitely, I give a lot of props to Gabe. Took a lot of time off. Now he's back in the studio.
And that's
picking
hard to
out
do.
a lot of tracks and moving up the charts very quickly. And and Gabe could definitely attest to this because Gabe, when I was doing radio before, he was my co-host, and we did radio together here at this studio. And I told him that, with Neoshi and everything, you're gonna go far, bro. You got the talent, you know what you're doing. Keep pushing with it. That's why I'm happy.
And that's the hard thing. When you take a break and then you come back, with that energy.
Kind of like a Michael Jordan story, He took a break. He had to,
Did he really?
Well,
he went to the Sox. He played some baseball.
But he took a break from one of his passions.
True.
And then went back into it. And Gabriel did the same. He took a break from his passion, the music. Mm-hmm. Back into it, going strong, doing great.
And Charlie's
coming back, and everything's doing great for him, and that's what matters.
Yep.
So kudos to you, Gabe. Love what you're doing, brother. You know.
So we're going to get into some music for a little while, and then we'll come back with what y'all waiting for, Angie Pat's inspirational message. I'm interested because this woman is giving y'all inspiration. She's being inspired. We're trying to inspire her. You know, everybody goes through something. So we got to hear what Angie got to say. It's been a little while. It's been a month. She's on her show telling you how she feels. So she gonna give us some words of encouragement to go into this week because we got some beautiful weather coming. We're not out of the woods yet. The old man winter is spitting out his window because it's a little cool outside right now. He's a lurker. He's a lurker.
Lurking and looking and
He's looking at his daughter Spring out there. You better stay on this block riding that bike. You go off this block, I'm coming outside and everybody's like, no. Stay in the house. Spring, you better stay on that block. Because Chicago got some nice weather. It's a little cool today, but we still got the sun out. And what can you ask for a Sunday? It's a beautiful sunny day. Right. It's a little chilly, but you can still get out there and barbecue. We smelled barbecue on the way here today. Mm-hmm. So get them grills going, tune into us, jam out with us, you know, and like I said, if you're nearby one of these locations where there's a festival going, go check it out. Support Chicago house music, 40 years and growing. So with that, Rob, take us to commercial and some music.
All right, guys. Stick around right here.
Maybe not a commercial, we'll go to music.
Oh, we're going to get some music. Okay. So stick around right here for more to come for the best sounds the only round right here. Stick around on the DaBooth312, broadcast on WIT 88.9 from Chicago and WOUI, DaBoothRadio.com.
Most of us start every day with good intentions, and then everyday life can get in the way.
Maybe next time.
Especially when it comes to getting enough exercise. By the time you get ready for work, get the kids ready for school, get the kids to school, get yourself to work, run some errands after work, make dinner, and get ready to do it all over again. When are you supposed to find time for a workout or even a walk? What if you could take care of your daily responsibilities and get the exercise you need to stay healthy, all at the same time? Experts say with more opportunities to walk, bike, or take public transportation, exercise would become part of our daily routine, lowering obesity rates, cutting healthcare costs, and giving ourselves and our children a chance to lead longer, healthier lives. It's not impossible, but it will take good planning to make active living part of our everyday lives. Learn more at planning.org. That's planning.org. A message from this station and the American Planning Association.
Regional World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
Okay, we're back, and we're going to go straight into the Angie Pat inspirational segment. So get your notepads out, get your pen and paper out, because you need to take notes. This lady be dropping facts on you. So without further ado, I want to welcome to the mic our own inspirational speaker, Angie Pat. Take it away, Angie.
All right. Well, first of all, happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. I want to talk today about, and I've been talking about this maybe like for the past week, maybe week and a half. And I kind of feel like a school teacher in a class that, like, you know, she tells her students something and it seems like they're not getting it. And so she goes, you know, if I could just open up your head and pour the information in. So I've been doing it on the different shows on the Zepic Miracles Boss Up plateau. But now that I'm, back in the studio, I want to talk a little bit more about it and go a little bit more into detail. So I want to talk about today, listen to what they do. And I know some people may be like, did she make a mistake? No, I meant to say that. Listen to what they do. I'm finding out that in this society, lies are gravitated to more than the truth. People say one thing, they do something else, and it just becomes a big cesspool of mess. I'm realizing it more and more, and the sad part about it is that I'm realizing it more in the older generation, because the young people, they just tell you what it is. They don't care. They just be flat out. The young folks and the babies. Nowadays, you want to get some truth, you ask a baby or you ask a young person. I don't know where we went left in the whole, deceit thing and validating the mess that we're doing. Actually, I was right before we came back from commercial, I was telling my big brother Ron, he kind of touched on some things that I did want to talk about today and listen to what they do. We are not accepting each other and respecting each other for who we are. We're doing it on the basis of, the cliques that are being, created. Maybe you're not in the, in the right job set. Maybe you have the wrong skin color. Maybe, you talk too much about God. It's all a judgmental thing that's going on. Nobody is appreciating the next for just who they are. And I'm seeing more and more. The reason I named it that, listen to what they do, is because I'm sure you can think of someone who you may know. You may know them in person, or you may know them in passing. You may know them from your job. People say things, but that's not what they do. And
I said it on the show last week, good, bad, or indifferent, I always tell who I am, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, because I have an amount of integrity that I want to maintain. If I'm not having a good day on my show, I will say I am not having a good day, and get over it, deal with it, and maybe it'll be better by the end of the show. If you see me in the grocery store, I'm gonna be the same way. Hey, how you doing? And walk off if I'm not having a good day. I'm not going to, I'm not going to be something or somebody that I'm not. I'm finding also it's not even in different arenas. It's just, to me, my age group, maybe older, maybe a little bit younger. If you are not in a particular setting, if you don't know particular people, then people tend to look at you as nothing. I was talking also to Rob before the show, and I was telling him that I just feel like it's really sad the way that we, handle each other and mistreat each other. There was a question posed before the commercial of, what was the question? Is there too much too many house events going on? And so Ron gave the answer, no, but when everybody's going their own separate way and doing their own separate thing, because we support you in private, but we can't support you in public, because we've inevitably been talking about you in private to those people to the point where we can't support you in public. It's not just going on in the DJ world. It's not just going on. It's going on, period. People have latched on and grabbed hold to that foo-foo mentality. You're not important enough. Do you know how many people, I'll give you an example. Have you ever done something for someone, not for accolades, but just out of the goodness of your heart, and maybe because you don't have a big name, or you're not part of the in crowd, you never hear those things that you do. You never hear them.
All the time.
Absolutely. There are people that I know, there are people that I'm actually looking at right now that have done things for people and nobody ever knew. Nobody ever knew. But they did it, and if they hadn't have done it, then things wouldn't have happened. But they did it. They didn't ask for any accolades, they didn't ask for anything. But then after they did it, now it's like, okay, and you are who? Oh, I was getting ready to say something. I forgot this daytime, and I am still in transition, okay? It became, even at that particular event, nothing was mentioned. Nobody said, well, we ran into some snags, and, we just want to say thank you to the person that helped us out, or this wouldn't be possible. Nobody did that. It was all of the, the in-crowd names that were named that honestly, they didn't even help to get it going. And I'm finding that more and more. And it's just, to me, it's becoming a nuisance, like a thorn in my side. Because there are so many good people that are going unrecognized. And it's not that people do things for accolades, but the way that we handle each other. And then when things fall apart, when you are not honest and you do something other than what you say, now, you're either, asking everybody to, send up a prayer for you, or, can you help me out? No, I said it on my show. Don't ask me to pray. I'm not praying. If you did some foo-foo stuff to somebody and they were a nobody, after you got what you wanted, then you get what you get.
Can you say that again, please?
I said,
say that again, because some of us have lived that, what you just said.
Absolutely. I said, you ask somebody else. I'm speaking for me. Don't ask me And you shouldn't have the nerve to ask nobody else. I'm not praying that God gets you out of nothing, because you should not have done what you did. You shouldn't have, if you can't do people right, then you deserve what you get. And that's just the reality of it. It's a fact. People think they can go in the deep parts of a room and whisper to the lowest tone, and God don't see you or hear you. I don't know where you get that from, but if you out there thinking like that, please go check yourself in the nearest psych ward, because you're crazy. I don't care how low you talk. I don't care who you talk to. I don't care who keeps that secret that you told to. I don't care if y'all huddle in a corner to where there's no space to get in. God hears you. And you cannot do people any kind of way and expect to progress. You cannot. People don't understand. The devil gives gifts too. But you're gonna pay for that. It's a hefty price to pay for that. You know, I always say, I used to say, well, you know, people don't understand. And, you know, maybe they misunderstood. They know exactly what the hell they're doing. I no longer believe that people don't know. Now, what I take my hat off to are those people that realize what they did, come back, rectify it, and make it right. That I can respect. But people who validate what they do, they validate not being appreciative, and then if you don't help people out, it's like, oh, you know, they're acting funny. Well, I guess so, because you treated them funny. There are some people who, yes, they want their names mentioned, they want accolades, they want, you know, to be out in the front. Some people just have good hearts and just want to help other people. If you find people like that, you need to hold on to them. But I noticed, and I'm finding myself, like, I don't know who put their post out on Facebook, but I'm finding it more, it's coming across my timeline more and more, that people with good hearts, they don't get appreciated, they get used. I'm at a point in my life, I'll be 52 years old. The lies, the trickery, the deceit, for me, has completely gone out the window. If I have to tell on myself to get a point across, that's what I'm gonna do. So if I'm gonna tell on me, you know you really don't matter at this point. I just be nice, not to mention names. But people know who they are. They know what they do. They know what they do. And then my thing is, even in my life, if I have to regroup somewhere or go back to a particular place that I have to maybe look at or revamp or revisit, if my life is going haywire because of me, then I have to take responsibility for that. I have to own up to it. I've never seen so many old fools in my life. Well, you know, this is happening because this is what they did to me. They did this to me, and I just don't understand. Well, why don't you stop for a minute and kind of backtrack? Backtrack. Because I guarantee you'll find where you planted that seed. Nobody wants to be held accountable for their actions. Nobody wants to do the right thing. I've never seen, and this is for everybody. I know when we were coming up, my mother demanded that. Like she wasn't gonna tell you to do it. I've never seen so many people that just do people wrong and don't say, I'm sorry. People just do people any kind of way, and then they sweep it under the rug. Because I've had people do it to me. They'll come up to me, you know, even after years of like not speaking or whatever they did to me, and come up to me like, you know, hey, Ange, what's going on? Well, I still kind of view you the same way I viewed you the last time I saw you. Because all it took was an apology. Nobody wants to apologize. Nobody wants to say, you know, hey, I was wrong. And you know, it's all about, well, I did it, but I really don't understand how it hurt you. Well, that's because you ain't me. Just like I can't tell somebody, but if somebody says, Ange, hey, Ange, you offended me with that, I can't say, well, that's your problem. How did that happen? No. Well, can you explain to me how you felt? Because first of all, I might not have meant it that way. But if there's no communication there, if there's no taking responsibility for your actions, then of course it's gonna fester into something bigger. But nobody cares about that because it's like, oh well, that it just is what it is. When are we gonna get out of that mentality? I'm telling you, I have said things and done things to people, and it has broken my sleep at night. People lay down, slop, sleep good, knowing they just use people, mishandle people, mistreated people, and then you better not say nothing to them about it because they have an answer to validate why they're doing what they're doing. And those be the first ones talking about, well, could you send a prayer up? No, I'll send a smoke signal up, but it won't be a prayer. I'm just at the point where when are we gonna learn? When we're like on our deathbed, when we have like no more time left, when we get really sick and then we can't, or those people have passed on. At what point are we gonna get to the point where, hey, which is how I came up with the Boss Up brand. It's holding accountability for your actions, being responsible for your actions. And your pride and your ego should not be that big. First of all, your loyalty. If you're a loyal person, you can be loyal to anybody you come in contact with. Your loyalty shouldn't be that jacked up to where I'm talking about you behind Ron's back. So now I can only talk to you when Ron is not around because me and Ron done been talking about you. And this is just an example. So please don't start no rumors because I'm in transition and I will cuss you out and then ask for forgiveness later. Because I'm getting kind of tired of the disclaimers too. If you feel like I'm talking about you, then I'm talking about you. Look at the man in the mirror and change it. It's enough. We've been doing enough sugar coating and tiptoeing through the tulips because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. Ain't nobody thinking about hurting yours. So now I can't support Rob because me and Ron have been talking about Rob behind his back. We haven't. It's an example.
It's okay. It's also not a good thing.
Because what nice
time someone's talking about me, so I'm okay.
What nice things can I say about the guy?
Damn thing. That's cool. See, that's the thing, though. You can't let your focus veer off from, what your goals are. So if I'm really worried about somebody else talking about me, then I'm not focused on what I need to be focused on.
I got one for both of y'all.
I'm good.
I got one for both of y'all, and I'm not stepping on Angie's toes because this is her segment. But the one thing I was waiting on you to say, but you haven't said it, and I'm not criticizing you, but you're still in transition. But pray for your enemy. It does say in the Bible, love your enemy as you love yourself. If you don't love your enemy, then you don't love yourself. Absolutely. You're supposed to love everybody. It's hard to. I'll be the first to admit it's hard, especially when you treat somebody right and then they come and steal your shine from your parade. Well, first of all, you can't steal something that ain't there for you to take. If I don't give you my sunshine, you can't steal it. I don't care how big your name is or who you are in politics or what your status is and with money and wealth and all that. Only I can allow you to put me down. You can't put me down unless I let you. So I'm gonna pray for my enemies. I don't have too many of them. I try to keep that at a minimum, but we don't wanna wish nothing bad on nobody because the moment you go that route, God don't like ugly. And God is gonna turn around and say, oh, I thought you were a child of mine. You're not supposed to hate. So look at the mirror, look at the person in the mirror, like Angie said, But also, when you're in, as my sister says, she's in transition, I've heard a lot of people say that. And the thing that I like to say to them, I haven't said it to my sister because my sister's a little bit different. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I say that because she's a little different because she knows that she's not perfect. She knows that she's been saying for about a month now, I'm in transition. But there's people that's in transition that will say, I'm gonna let God take the reins, but then they just sit back and they on cruise control. That's not how that works. If you're gonna put yourself in God's hands for him to do that, like Allstate says, you're in good hands with Allstate. You gotta pay Allstate for them to keep you in their good hands, or else you ain't gonna be in no hands. You're gonna be on your own hand when you had that accident and you ain't got no insurance. You ain't pay that bill? Well, you were in good hands when you had the bill paid. You ain't got that bill paid, you in your own hands with your own state of being broke, because now you got to pay for their car and yours. So if you're one of those people that's in transition, saying I'm going to let the Lord guide me, you have to get up every morning and put your shoes on and walk down the path for him to guide you. Can't sit in the recliner talking about I'm waiting. Because you're going to be sitting there for a long time. I'm shutting up. I just want to say that because I knew, back growing up, I knew a lot of church folks that would sit back, and that's why, and I'm not trying to turn this into a church chat, but there's a lot of heathenism going on. I didn't say hedonism, I said heathenism. There's a lot of I'm holier than thou mindset. And a lot of times, and some people going to be mad because I say this, but it's a big act in some of the churches. I'm sorry. You act like, I've heard church folks say, I ain't never seen Brother Rob get the Holy Ghost. And peer pressure can make water turn the other way. So what does Brother Rob do? He goes to church one day and gonna make sure that today I'm gonna catch the Spirit so everybody can see me. And everybody can say I'm part of the group now.
I stay real no matter what. So.
And then Rob would be doing that stuff off the Blues Brothers, doing backflips down the aisles, doing splits with white socks on and a black suit. And you're
just
gonna be like
John Belushi, I'm gonna have a stunt double do that because Rob ain't gonna be breaking his back.
And he didn't do the backflips, but he did a cartwheel.
He was able to get down.
Yeah, that big dude could.
I'm just saying, Rob ain't doing all that.
Rob ain't gonna do because we at that age, we fall. I'm gonna lay down.
My friends and I, we looked at some cardboard and said, hey, let's start breaking. And said, Rob's just breaking. There ain't no damage. So, Rob ain't doing all that.
But with all that being said, it's like, they do that to relieve themselves, even at a grown age, to relieve yourself of the stress of people looking at you funny saying, oh, you must not be saved because you're not doing the Rashomon and doing backflips.
Again, people are more concerned about what everyone else is thinking of them.
Yes.
Stop worrying about what others are thinking of you.
And again, God is not of the materialistic things of this earth. You came in this world butt naked, you're going to die butt naked. Whether you got a three-piece suit on made by Armani and you in that box ain't going to heaven with you. That vessel is just that. You're a vessel. We are all vessels. And if what's in your heart is good, it takes a mustard seed of faith to get in the kingdom of heaven, according to God. So, I'm sorry, Angie.
Would you stop taking it away from Angie now?
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. But I mean, you all are right, and the society has just become about the perception of, and that's it. That's all. What other people think of me. And to be honest with you, if you want to be real about it, I don't care what you do, they still ain't gonna like you. That's the bottom line. You do all this to make sure people like you and that people, accept you. But at the end of the day, first of all, people that really accept you, you don't even have to do all that with. If I gotta do all of that, that's too much for me. And I'm just at the point where I can't. It's too much energy wasted, because when you do all of that and then you find out that at the end of the day, they still don't respect you, They still don't like you. They're still going to talk about you. And, you know, even on the show, I've been living it firsthand, you know, even with the job I'm on. And if you all have been on the Ride to Work with Angie, you all have been on that journey with me. And I've been dealing with something every day. And I got to the point where, you know what? I'm just going to be who I am, because you all are not going to like me anyway. I could carry the entire department, which I did. You all still don't like me. You know, I could not say kind of what I want to say. You still not going to like me. But what you can say is that Angie did respect even when I wasn't being respected. So you have to listen to what people do, not what they say, but what they do. So I want to encourage everybody out there that as as we start the beginning of the week, understand that to be the best you can be. And not only that, but to be a better you, because that's what I'm trying to do every day, to be a better Angie. But like I told Rob before the show, I need for people to understand I wasn't put down here to be a doormat, and neither were you. And people will try to make you think, oh, if you don't do what I say, or if you don't follow how I want it done, then you ain't down with me. No, because if you put those type of restrictions on me, you the one ain't down with me. So I want to encourage you guys on this week as we start our work week off to keep your heads up, to stay encouraged. Listen to what people do. Listen to what they do. I want to thank everyone that has been supporting Epic Miracles Boss Up International. I really appreciate it. Those who have been keeping us in your prayers, continue to do so. And be looking out for some new TikToks and some new things coming up for next week. So you guys have an amazing week, and I will see you guys on the next go round.
Awesome words of inspiration from Angie Pat, the boss queen. I got one question for you though.
Sure.
So being that, you're not at your former company, the company you were at, are you going to send that lady a hat?
Probably gonna send her one of her new cars. She's gonna make up just for her.
That right there.
No. This person that used to work with her used to walk up to her car while she'd be in the middle of her show and put her face in the window. And I was like,
Jesus.
And God's mad at me right now because I'm talking about.
I think it's only her face. It wasn't so much.
It wasn't the face that scared me. It was the catnip on the top. And I said, whoa! I was laying in bed watching that. I was like, whoa! I got scared. Like, she could get you electrocuted with all that static electricity. She'd drag her feet a little bit too wrong. Whoosh, you gonna get roasted. I said, hey, sis, you need to send out one of your hats. And put a White Sox symbol.
That'll be my good deed for the
whole century. You could go and get one of them George Washington wigs from the museum when we had the booth badge.
I say it's pretty bad when the wig needs to wear.
Look here. I just saw they got the new show, the new series on Apple TV, Benjamin Franklin. And I watched 2 episodes of that. And I hate subtitles, but it was grown-ass men wearing wigs, and it was hot as hell outside. I'm so glad I was not born during that time, because I could not see my black behind. And a white wig with powder on my face. I'm gonna look like I'm dead. With them hard shoes on, talking about, hey, let's come together and sign the Constitution.
With the knickerbocker.
Right, knickers.
We call them knickerbockers.
I didn't say that.
Right, because you got to get us all in trouble.
No, FCC, I said knickers. I didn't say the other one.
Get us all in trouble.
Better you than me.
No, they don't care nowadays. Because now they're going to come after me. Well, you're racist. Huh? Okay. I can't run fast, so I'm not racist. I can't get in track no more. My knees are shot. I can't run that.
I do want to say one quick thing.
Please.
Thank you for everybody that has come up and supported me and been a part of my, my journey with this. My daughter Honey is in the chat. Team Chiller is in the chat. Tracy, Rosalie, these are people that, on a regular support me. And I thank you. If I don't see you, I don't know. That's why I like for people to come in the chat, because I want to give you your thank you. I want to celebrate you, My brother Ron comes in the chat. Rob, if he can't come in the chat, he does share. So, thank you guys. I'm Blair. It's just so many, but I want to say, I didn't want to get off without saying thank you, because I'm trying to, again, be a better me. And I don't care what anybody's name is or, what their title is at their job or what their color is. I just appreciate people and I'm saying it publicly, not privately, and then I go and I talk about them. I'm saying it publicly that I want to thank those people, who have helped me with this journey that I'm continuing to take. So.
Well, we with you, sis. We're all with you. You even get support from folks that you don't realize are supporting you. So
yeah, I'm finding that out.
Some people might be under the rock, or you might not see them. You took them off your radar, but they're still supporting you anyway.
Well, thank you.
There's some good people. There's some good-hearted people out there. There's not a full world of bad folks. It's a huge world
just
of bad
majority.
Folks. But there's a lot of good people still out there.
Absolutely.
Well, we are going to get into some music as we get ready for RoseRed to get up and close us out with her set. I want to thank everybody. Rose is getting ready to get up there to set up, but as Angie said, I'm caveating off of Angie. Thank you to the Rosalies, the Tracys. We got Fiona in the chat room today. And if I failed, we got David Britton is in the chat room. Who else did you say?
Elizabeth was in there earlier.
Liz, okay, Elizabeth C. She was in there. We'd like to thank you all for joining us each and every Sunday, because without you, there would not be us. If there's nobody tuning in to listen, what's the point of having a show or even playing music if nobody's going to watch or listen?
I still do it anyways. I like the music.
Well, you heard from Rob. He will play for an empty room and still rock it. That's fine. Because that's what it's called, the passion. And we love this thing called house music. 40 years is not the true time. I think it's been almost 50 years of house music, but I'm not going to argue with anybody. I think it's a little older than 40 years, but they're recording it as 40 years. I still say to Brandon Johnson, the mayor of Chicago, please, if somebody knows Brandon Johnson, have him share this link, because I'm looking at the camera right now. Brandon Johnson, you, as the mayor of Chicago, need to realize that the city that you're the mayor of, and you need to pull up your pants, tighten your belt down, and put Chicago house music as the official music for the city of Chicago, for the state of Illinois at that. Tell your boy Pritzker, let's sign a decree or some kind of something saying that everybody knows in the world this is the capital of house music. It started here, and we should be recognized for that. Other radio stations that have outside influences managing their shows are being stripped away of pushing Chicago house music, because that's not on their radar. You come to our city, you respect our music. You go to Nashville, they got country and blues down there, and it's recognized. So I think Mr. Johnson, Mayor Johnson, please sign something officially saying that Chicago is the birthplace of house music. And for those that love house music, you can tune in each and every week with us from 2 to 5 every Sunday, and catch us at these festivals this summer, because we're going to be at a lot of them. So with that, please take us to a commercial break so we can pay some bills and get into the mix with Miss RoseRed.
Oh, gladly. All right, guys, stick around right here for more to come. Closing it out right here, our very own RoseRed. For the best sounds on the ground, DaBooth312, broadcast now, WIT 88.9 FM Chicago, and WOUI, DaBoothRadio.com.
up a movie, cause I'm not one the mic. So if you really wanna groove it, then you gotta feel right. Because the rhymes I am swinging always sexy and tight. You keep your body on the dance floor from the day and the night.
To help you get ready. Get yours at socialsecurity.gov.
Hey, I thought you and the boys were doing some environmental cleanup thing today.
Quit smoking, like
we are.
Well, it looks more like you're going fishing.
We are.
And that's how you're helping the environment?
Mm-hmm.
Fishing?
Uh-huh.
And that's the example you're setting for our children.
Yep.
Well, then I guess I'll go shopping to, save the rainforest or something.
Conservation is easy. Every time you purchase a fishing license or register your boat, you're helping to preserve our nation's coastlines, lakes, rivers, and streams, protecting memories for generations to come. To learn about all the ways your participation in boating and fishing help the environment, visit takemefishing.org/conservation.
Reaching the World Entertainment presents The Booth. Check us out every Sunday on WIIT 88.9 FM in Chicago, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Download that free app, tune in, and get the best sounds of the underground with The Booth.
need you to turn your Bible to the first chapter of Frankie, the third and the fourth verses. And it reads, we come into this house with thanksgiving and praise. We come into this house to give ourselves up to the music. We come into this place ready to let ourselves go and get into the full spirit of house. House.
If you understand what I'm saying, let me see one hand in the air right now. 'Cause that's what we do. If you understand this feeling, then everything I'm saying makes total sense. I wanna lose myself right here in this music. Lose yourself. I wanna free myself. Lose yourself. Right here in this music. Free yourself. I wanna let the rhythm and the beats take over. I wanna let those things speak to me. That's all I wanna hear. That's all I came to listen to. It's this right here. The beats, rhythm, beats. This thing that they call house music. It's what I do, man. It's what I feel. It's what I live. It's what I breathe. This thing right here called house. So let's get into it. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
Everybody has something to give, and more important, needs something to take. And this is my house, and you make me happy. So this is your poem.
Solo time.
And you
what I'm about is reading minds in here. That's what I do every night. I read minds, what people really be thinking. Some people sitting in here right now thinking, what the fuck am I doing here? Some people in here right now thinking, who in the hell is that on the stage? Some people thinking, who in the hell is that? Some of the music we play is